investors, of course, closely watching the Georgia special election and what the outcome could be and might mean for the markets. Ilan Moy has the latest for us. Ilan.
Well, Wilfred, there's just been a last-minute shakeup in this race as GOP Senator David Perdue announces that he is in quarantine after coming into close contact with someone who has COVID. Now, his campaign said that he did test negative today and that he's following CDC guidelines. But, of course, this comes just days before his critical race for a runoff against Democrat Jon Ossoff. The other Georgia GOP Senator, Kelly Loeffler, is facing off against Raphael Warnock. Right now, both Democrats are slightly leading in the latest poll, but they are still within the margin of error. Meanwhile, Georgia today is wrapping up its early voting, where more than 2.8 million ballots have already been cast. And that just underscores the level of interest in this race, because the stakes will not only be the balance of power in the Senate, but also whether or not Joe Biden can push his ambitious agenda through Capitol Hill. Guys?
Elon, the betting markets moved 10 points away from Republicans just over the last week. Is that because of President Trump's sort of last-minute request or demand for $2,000 stimulus checks? Is that backfiring?
Yeah, there's a couple of things at play here. One of them is that the president, again, put them on the spot by asking them to support those $2,000 stimulus checks. That was a very tough call for those senators. So that is something that changed the political dynamic in the race as well. Also, the president has been calling out Georgia's elections and wondering whether or not they would actually be fair. And so what we're seeing is that there is sort of a surge in Democrats who are voting in these early ballots, but Republican districts are not turning out in the numbers that the GOP had hoped they would. So that is why we're seeing some of this early leaning toward Democrats. But of course, there's still a ways to go before the actual voting day.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.